The biggest issue that is deeply rooted in our society is gender bias, gender stereotyping, and gender discrimination. The word gender is so overused and abused in everyone's life. The constant reminder that you are a male, female, or others is always there. The roles society gives to men and women on the basis of their gender, Dr. Sharma M. and Parika. The topic of my video presentation is gender bias in education. The aim of this video presentation is to spread information on gender bias in education and to teach the viewers on the topic. Let me tell you what it is. Gender bias is defined as a person receiving different treatment based on the person's real or perceived gender identity. I believe that gender bias in education is still an issue, but not as much as it used to be. A survey was conducted of 1,700 girls who were aged 10 to 17 about their inequality experiences, and it was stated that 98% believe that they were unfairly treated, particularly in sports, the media, as well as schools and home. This percentage is quite shocking, as it means that there is only 2% of the 1,700 girls who do not feel as if they are treated unfairly when it comes to their gender. Some effects of gender bias include lower rates of schooling and employment, less pay for similar work, higher levels of stress, and exposure to higher rates of sexual assault, intimate partner abuse, and gender-based violence. Around the globe, there are more than 130 million girls who are currently denied their right to an education. Aristotle was a Greek philosopher who used his biology of sex to determine each gender's role in society. He felt that the rational, strong, active, and perfect form of humanity ought to receive an education and hold positions of power. Women, being endowed with irrationality, weakness, passivity, and imperfection, were not capable of abstract reasoning and were bound to the domestic sphere. This is not the extent to how the issue is in modern society. However, there are some people who have the same beliefs as Aristotle did, which can be harmful to the young girls of those families who want to receive an education and not be domesticated. On another note, Plato, another Greek philosopher, believed that education can develop the mind and promote the search for truth. This basically means that Plato believed that everyone should receive an education under any circumstances. Plato wrote multiple books, but in The Republic, he specifically speaks on the meaning of justice and how to create a just society. Plato wanted to create the ideal society where the citizens lived happy lives. It is interesting to look at the difference in beliefs between the two of these philosophers and how they perceive education, especially since Plato was Aristotle's educator. Section 4, Create and maintain supportive and safe learning environments, subsection 4.1, Support student participation, of the Teacher's Standards, states to establish and implement inclusive and positive interactions to engage and support all students in classroom activities. This resonates most with my personal philosophy, as I want to create a classroom where all students feel welcomed and valued, no matter their gender. I want my students to know that it is okay if girls want to play sports and boys want to learn to cook. I aim for my classroom to be a place where students feel they can express their feelings and interests without feeling as if they are going to be judged. All students should feel that they can do whatever they want to do without being told that they can't or belittled because of their gender. With all of this being said, although gender bias in education is not as big of a problem that it used to be, it still occurs nowadays and should be worked on to minimize it. I hope that my video has taught you more on the topic, and thank you for watching.